Hi everyone, this is the first Monday of May 2015. As you can tell, I'm outdoors. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon, May 1st, so happy May Day everyone. This is turning out to be a gorgeous weekend. I'm looking forward to enjoying it and hope that you all, of course you'll be watching this on Monday, so you can reflect back on what you did this weekend. For the last month, since we had a video update last time, I've spent a lot of time at the Salem legislature. I think we've had at least 4 hearings now on the budget request that our Board of Trustees approved, and I must say that they have gone very well. The committees that have heard us include the Education Subcommittee and Natural Resources Subcommittee of Ways and Means, and it's very friendly and supportive. There's some things going on in Salem, including the Supreme Court judgment about PERS savings or a lack of them, and so the appropriations picture might be changing and will likely stay a little bit quiet for us, I'm told, until the May revenue forecast is available and the legislature knows how much income they have in order to make available for the upcoming biennium starting July 1st, so stay tuned. I hope that many of you watched or participated in parts of the Outreach and Engagement Week that we hosted on campus. Part of it that was especially nice for me was recognizing the award winners for the Vice Provost Awards for Excellence. It's always nice to raise up some of the best programs. Unfortunately, there are many other great ones that we were not able to hold up, at least in that fashion. But thank you and congratulations to those that we were able to recognize. We also held our second Extension Reconsidered event this year around humanitarian engineering. It was the first time we had a conversation like that. Thanks to Brian Tuck for helping to plan that. Analu Fonseca as well, and others were on the planning committee that helped to put that together. And when I reflect back on the first Extension Reconsidered event we had last year on arts, humanities, and design, it still has some momentum around it and conversations happening. Most recently, I've learned of an Art About Forestry show that was hosted at the Hopkins Memorial Tree Farm in Clackamas County. So thanks to those that are able to participate in those kind of stretching events and then keep the conversations alive. And of course the third piece of O&E Week was the eCampus Faculty Forum, where we call attention to the meaningful and growing online components of what OSU continues to do. And of course, the faculty skills and commitment to that continues to feed our national ranking in the online world, and I would expect that to continue as we go forward. Let's see. I also spent some time at Promotion and Tenure Retreat. April is a common month where, after reviewing in this year about 100 dossiers, 114 if I remember correctly, 8 of them had extension service funded faculty associated with them. Many others had eCampus instructional faculty, and I always look forward to those conversations. We all learn collectively about how scholarship manifests itself in the world of outreach and engagement, and I'm happy that other university leaders are able to read the dossiers that include those that are contributing to the outreach and engagement mission. The announcement and the news about those who were promoted and or tenured is probably a month or so away. The effective date for those promotions is July 1st. See, I've just returned from a meeting of the Western Extension Directors. They meet periodically. We happen to have hosted the spring meeting in Portland. And one of the items that was distributed there, I will send to the organization when I get back to the office early in the week, and it's called the Timberline Manifesto. It was produced as a result of a gathering that we also hosted at Timberline Lodge on Mount Hood last September. And it was a working session, a series of provocative papers, and then working meetings around answering questions about looking forward into the 21st century of what outreach and engagement and how an extension program can grow into the engagement world. That allowed us to produce this document that we called the Timberline Manifesto, and it's beginning to get some real interesting attention. We'll probably publish it in an upcoming issue of the Journal of Extension as well, but watch for that in your email, and I'd appreciate any feedback you might have about the Timberline Manifesto. And finally, we wrapped up interviews for a new position on campus that will fill the vacated Vice President for Research position. I asked to be on the search committee. We interviewed 3 candidates. I took that very seriously because the scholarship and the funding of our centers and institutes on campus comes through that office, and the conversation around what's called growing broader impacts is growing, stimulated by National Science Foundation and other funders that are looking to have grant proposals speak much more clearly to the application of the research so that there are impacts associated with it. We will soon be establishing a broader impacts network across the campus. You might have seen in OSU this week, about a week ago, an opportunity to nominate yourself to begin to work within this network that ultimately will lead, I think, to more and better proposals that are funded that will include funding for outreach and engagement work. So I'm happy to be able to report the progress about that. Well, I'm going to wrap this up, and I've used about the time that I typically like to. Tomorrow is Juntos Family Day on campus, where we'll have several hundred Latino families participating in the Juntos program. And in a moment of weak judgment, I agreed to welcome the group in Spanish. And so I have a 5-minute talk in Espanol that I need to practice tonight in order to welcome that group to campus tomorrow morning. That's Saturday. So I hope you have a great weekend. Tell me about it on the blog. See ya.